All right, what's up, guys? So, Netflix has uploaded the official trailer to their version of the documentary surrounding the OceanGate submarine that situation that happened what was it, like 2-3 years ago? But anyways, yeah, I think we all remember that particular day. Fun fact, not Netflix, but it was ABC, where I was that close, bruh, that close to being in that documentary. And so yeah, still still a little salty about that. Nah, it's whatever. I don't care. But no, overall though, yeah, I am curious to see, because Netflix, that's one thing that I have been interested in. And that's I think I did react to the trailer not too long ago, that American Manhunt, and it's about Osama bin Laden. And then prior before that, they had like one where it talked on what was that, Black Hawk Down. So yeah, Netflix, they killing it with the documentaries. I'm like, nah, they got me invested. I know that much. So yeah, I'm like, Netflix, I'm all for the documentaries. Okay, I think I might just end up doing that just when I finish a documentary. Just if they got like a section just about, like, just with all the documentaries on Netflix, about to watch all of them. Even that Last Dance documentary, although I did watch that on TV. But yeah, I think that, no, actually, no, I watched it on Netflix. Never mind. No, but I think it did originally come on TV, but then I finished it on Netflix. But yeah, Netflix, they killing it with these documentaries. I have to say, with all the ones that I've seen, they've all been good. So, and I know this one gonna be good too. So anyways, make sure, if you guys haven't, go subscribe to Netflix. But anyways, let's go ahead and get into this trailer.
There was no way of knowing when Title was going to fail, but it was a mathematical certainty that it would fail.
Yeah, because the guy didn't build it properly.
Stockton saw an opportunity to restart tourist visits to Titanic.
Stockton fully believed in what he was doing and that it would work.
He wanted fame. To fuel his ego, fame.
That's the thing, though. You can't take the easy route with stuff. Like, you actually have to sit down, plan things out. Yeah, my thing is this. Yeah, there are some things where you can fail on. Stuff like this, you cannot fail on it. He probably was thinking, oh, okay, if anything's, it's just, the submarine's just gonna break apart, you know. No, it's going to implode. Like, it's going to, like, compress and, like, yeah, implode and stuff. So, but yeah, it, like, they showed videos online, like on TikTok, where it showed like how fast it was. Yeah, that's scary, man. That's some scary stuff.
No desire to die. I understand this kind of risk.
Controller.
Stockton
it looked like, hold on for a second. That looks like a PlayStation 3 controller. Bro, you can't. Okay, let me, and my thing is this. I don't know when exactly he started doing this OceanGate stuff. Like, I'm gonna look into that. But my thing is this, right? This is a PlayStation 5 controller. This controller cost me $200. I'm not no billionaire, okay? I'm not even a millionaire, bro. I'm like, yeah, I've been in, like, it's like the low thousands, okay? Like, if we're talking, like, you know, like, where do I range on the millionaire scale? You know that video where they show, like, all the different like planets and stuff, where it's like small, and then eventually it works its way up to like these like big old giant suns out in the middle of nowhere. That's how I am compared to like millionaires and billionaires and stuff. So yeah, but my thing is this though. If I can afford a $200 controller, he can afford a $200 controller. That's all I'm gonna say about that. Even if you don't, it's still PlayStation
was
5. They got
psychopath.
expensive,
How do you manage a person like that? Who owns the company?
That's crazy.
This is one of the safest things I will ever do.
Nobody spoke up. He would ruin somebody's life.
Stockton said Bonnie is going to be our next lead pilot. Are you nuts? I'm an accountant.
No one's dying under my watch. Period.
Yeah, I remember when that day that they announced that that submarine went missing. And yeah, I think a lot of us, we just thought like, oh, okay, it's probably just lost somewhere, lost some sort of communication. I wasn't thinking that as soon as it went down there, it imploded. I just thought like, okay, if anything's, they probably, yeah, they're just stuck somewhere, you know, at the bottom of the ocean. And yeah, it's gonna be a crazy tell-all story. A week passes, we still haven't heard anything. It's like they're still thinking like, okay, they're somewhere out there. All of a sudden, they said when they announced that that submarine had imploded, that like as soon as it went down there, I'm like, bro, that's insane. Like I think a lot of people are like, oh, okay, well, how did they do that? Like all these other different submarines, because I know James Cameron. I think even he said that he went down there quite a few times when he was doing Titanic. And that's the thing that when you're using like I don't think it was like government issued, but I think it has to be like government improved. Like you have to go through extensive amount of testing. Like you can't just be like, oh, I got the money to build a submarine, then I'm just gonna build one and call it. No, bro, you gotta get that stuff improved. You gotta make sure of it that it works properly. You gotta make sure that even if it's like the slightest, like a speck of damage that's done, you gotta do like 100 times more work to make sure that that speck, it's not even considered. It's not thought of. Like the same way your submarine went in that water, that's how it needs to come back out that water. So yeah, but it's like if it's a speck, a scratch, I don't care if it's a fish that gets attached to it. No, bro, like that stuff, it needs to be approved. It needs to be overall like, making sure everything ain't got no issues. But anyways, yeah, that was a pretty crazy time. I was like, yeah, but I think it was like a couple of years ago, I think, when that situation had happened. But anyways, yeah, most likely gonna end up watching this. Make sure if you guys haven't, go subscribe to Netflix, like, subscribe to me too, and I'll talk to you guys later. Thank you guys for watching, and peace.